Hi everybody, welcome to our third Q&A. Today's topic is how raw should you be on a raw vegan diet? First question, how raw should you be? Second question, how raw am I? What else can I eat if I'm not going 100%? What happens if I cheat on this diet? And is raw vegan always healthy? Right, so we start with the first one. So there are a couple of options here. The idea is that the minimal amount of raw vegan is the amount in which your body is healthy. So how much are you taking in and how much is your body getting out in terms of what is healthy? So if you have to cleanse up, you don't want to be going 50-50, because if you're going 50-50, then you have the same amount of things coming out and coming in. You want to go above that. So according to Dr. Morse, and again, if this is the source that I choose to follow for myself, then it's only fair that it's the source that I recommend to you. 80% is the minimal that you should be in order to balance. And I'm going to link here a video by him explaining how to do that, and that would also answer the question of what else can I eat if I'm not going 80%. Now there are a couple of other options here, and one of them is Steve Factor. He is on Dr. Morse's diet, and he says that you should keep it at 95%. So 95% means that approximately one meal a week in total, so everything that you eat would equal to one meal a week, can be not on the diet, but you're still keeping it at a very, very high level. It's almost fully raw. And I would actually say 95% is fully raw, because it's as reasonable statistically as it can get. And Markus Rothkranz, over 25 years raw vegan, says you have to be 98% and above, so really taking you all the way up there as far as you can go. And to answer the first question, that's how raw I am. So I think I should be open and honest here, because the last thing I want is to be called out, oh look, you know. So yeah, 98% is as far as I'm going. That means that there is stuff in the kitchen, for example maple syrup, that I do put in recipes. Maple syrup is a cooked ingredient. People use Shuyu or tamari are ingredients that are cooked above 42 degrees centigrade or 46 degrees centigrade, that's 108 Fahrenheit, the 42, and they are not completely raw ingredients, but people who are raw do use them in recipes, so we put a certain limit to them. We say it's 1%. And the other percent is if I feel like it, not every week, not all the time, but if I feel like trying something that's a little bit cooked and it's vegan and it's gluten-free, then that's 1%, and I would balance that out by fasting. So that would also answer one of the questions of what happens if I cheat, and that's a big warning. So let's take, for example, the monomeal fast. So monomeal fast means that I eat oranges or drink orange juice all day long. Now let's say that after I did that, I suddenly fancy eating a hamburger at McDonald's. Not a good idea. I can end up in the hospital for doing this. And there have been cases of raw vegans who have done a crazy cheat on a fast. You don't want to push your body like that. That's extreme. And they did that, and they did end up in the hospital. So we're trying to avoid that. We're not going that way. So if you do eat anything, only take a mini step, okay? So in my case, 98% fully raw. If I do decide to eat anything that's cooked, it has to be vegan, gluten-free, it has to be safe. And let me tell you, even that's too hard for my body. Like, I would come back home and go, why did I do that? That was a stupid idea. Another type of fast that I like to do is the dry fast, and it means that you absolutely don't eat anything. And the way I do that is I just have a very early dinner, like 4 o'clock, and then I have a very late brunch breakfast at 10, and then I get 18 hours no food. Now imagine after that going and eating something heavy. That's a big no-no. So that's something to be said about cheating. If you want to do it, it's okay, but just really watch out what you're doing to your body. And we're at the last question. Is raw vegan always healthy? No, it depends what you eat. So if you're going to go heavy on nuts, which are very acidic, and heavy on oils, and even, eat 5 avocados a day, they are alkaline, but they're also very fat, then that's not the best option. So no, raw vegan is not by definition healthier. It depends what you do, and again, you must always do what's right for you. So I don't presume to have all the answers. I've been doing this for 2 years. I have a lot to learn. This is what I know so far, and I'm reading all the time, and I'm researching all the time, and I'm trying things out. So you have to figure this out as you go along, and you have to do what's right for you. This is what's right for me. So this concludes our third Q&A. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Always happy to share recipes with you. Please subscribe and have an amazing day, and see you soon.